The baseball teams would stop, the audience would stop. We'd wait for it to resound off the brewery across the street, and then we'd run like hell in hopes that the cops wouldn't catch us, which they very seldom did. So I never had any good fireworks, and I always wanted some, and I couldn't get any anywhere. But one summer, that particular summer, my parents decided they'd take a trip to Ottawa, Canada. Now, I didn't give a crap about Ottawa, Canada, but I knew that they sold fireworks in Canada. So I used the old 12-year-old trick, which is you bug your parents. You just bug them incessantly forever. You say things like, I'm a Boy Scout. I'm an honor student. I'm responsible. You've got to let me get some fireworks. And eventually, you just wear them down, and they give in, and they say, fine, we go to Canada. You can buy fireworks. So on our way back from Canada, I bug my father, and he says, fine. We pull over. And I've got over $50, which in the middle 60s is a lot of money to buy fireworks. I buy all this stuff. We come across the border. I'm thinking, great, my father and I are going to spend several years in prison for carrying all this contraband across into the United States. But nothing happens, of course. I go home, and they didn't let me buy any M80s, but I had Roman candles and Mount Vesuvius and bricks of firecrackers. It was all fantastic. And I went into my bedroom, and I took a drawer out of the bottom of the bureau. I took all the clothes out, and I put all my fireworks in that drawer. And I was not the type of kid to go and just set them all off in a week. I would set one off, and then one more. And lots of times I would just pull the bottom drawer out and put it on my bed and just sit there with my fireworks and not get back. It was tremendous. Now, an important part of this story is that you have to understand my bedroom, because there were my parents and myself, a very small house, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and then my sister had to go and get born. They needed a 3rd bedroom. So there was no place in this house to build a bedroom, and they came up with a brilliant idea. They would take out the closet that was in the bathroom and build my bedroom on the other side of the bathroom. But the only way in and out was through the bathroom. Now, this could be a little awkward at times, but after a while, you get used to it. So I'd walk through, and my father would be sitting on the toilet reading a newspaper, and I'd say, hi, Dad, and he'd say, hi, Bill, and I'd go through. That was okay until my sister, of course, got to be about 13 or 14, and then I'd walk through, and she'd say, what are you doing? You can't come through here. And I'd go, I'm not looking, and I'd walk through to the other side. Well, on this particular day, I had a friend visiting from across town, and we were in my room, and I had the drawer out on the bed, and I had a firecracker that was fake, but the fuse was real. So you could do ridiculous things, like you could light the fuse, and then you could stick it down your friend's pants if you wanted to, and nothing would happen. I don't know what possessed me, but on that particular day, I took one of the fuses, put it in the fake firecracker, and lit it. But unfortunately, unlike the fake fuse, which is just supposed to sizzle, this went off like a sparkler. And within 3 seconds, the drawer was filled with 100 sparks. Now, if you know bricks of firecrackers, it's like a rice paper. It immediately starts to smolder. And in a real brainiac move, I start to pat everything in the drawer, which only flames everything more, and everything is starting to really burn. So I say to myself, well, I may be a dope, but I'm a Boy Scout and an honor student, and I say, holy shit, this is not good. So I take that drawer, and I pick it up, and I say, what am I going to do? I got to get it out of here. I go to one of the windows, but this is a new room. These aren't sashes that open this way. They crank. And so the window goes this way, and I've got the drawer above my head because I can hear things starting to pop and fizzle. I can't get this drawer out of that window at all. So I run into the bathroom, and I see the tub. So I say, fantastic. I throw the drawer in the tub. I put the stopper on. I put the water on, and I run out. By now, things are really starting to go. I peek through, and I can hear pop, smash. Listen, things are going around. A lot of it's staying in the tub, but, you know, it's still kind of like the Roman candles are sort of bouncing off the walls and stuff. Now, my friend had exited about 2 minutes ago, ran down the stairs, out the front steps. He was gone. I hear my mother screaming, what's happening? What is happening? I run down the stairs to the landing, and I tackle her, and I just say, you can't go up there. You can't go up there. I go back up. I open the door. I look inside. It's like some horrible Marx Brothers movie with things going, and the drawer is floating in the tub. So I close the drawer again, I wait about 15 seconds, I hear a rather large explosion, I look through, and I can see what's happened is the drawer has completely exploded, and as soon as it did, everything sunk into the tub, into 2 inches of water, and everything went out. So the whole entire affair lasted but 2 minutes, perhaps. I opened the door, that gray cloud of smoke was hanging in there, slowly wafting out of the window. The drawer, all four sides were blown out. The big old steel ceramic tub had kind of like a melted portion in the back. And the shower curtain was a little bit smoldering and on fire, but more than anything else, there was just ash marks everywhere. Nothing burned, nothing was on fire. It just was ash all over the place. And my mother came up, and my father, who worked late, was not home, and we cleaned for hours and hours and hours, and the place was okay. But there were two reminders always. There was that bureau that always had an empty drawer, no drawer at all. And every time I stood in that shower, I saw that melted piece of the tub as well. I didn't get any fireworks for a very, very long time, obviously, but I can say that over the course of my life, I have had great opportunities to see fireworks in a million different places. I've had the opportunity to be on the East River and watch them over Manhattan. I sat in Grant Park in Chicago and watched them over Lake Michigan. I've seen them over the castle in Edinburgh, and I've actually been on a balcony in Rome on New Year's Eve, and I've seen the fireworks there as well. But the best fireworks I always have are in my backyard, and if you ever want to stop by, I will definitely set off an exploding mosquito for you.